Okay, everybody loves Chick-fil-A sauce. Am I right? I mean, come on. It's the best stuff on the planet. You gotta buy it in bulk, put it on your pantry. But the day comes, you squeeze the bottle, and you're empty. So let's make some. It's really easy. It's very cheap. And you probably have this stuff in your pantry already. Now, this is my first little tutorial video like this, so bear with me a little bit. But I actually already made a batch. I'm like, hey, you know what? Let's film this. This is fun. So real quick, went to Google, right? Everybody's best friend, typed in homemade Chick-fil-A sauce. There's a couple recipes that popped up. I went with the 5-ingredient one because the 4-ingredient one does not have the lemon juice. And the lemon juice, I think, is important. So anyway, you measure this stuff with love, right? So let's get down. There it is. Copycat Chick-fil-A sauce right there. FamilyFreshMeals.com. I'm not sponsored, by the way. This is just a fun video. So 1/4 cup of honey. Check. Use whatever honey you want. 2 tablespoons of yellow mustard. I'm going to beg to differ on the quantity, but you can always add more later and do it to taste. You don't need to start with the 2 tablespoons. You also need a 1/4 cup of barbecue sauce. Sweet Baby Ray's is my favorite. Use whatever the heck you want. We're all adults here. Lemon juice. Yep. The other recipe doesn't have it. The lemon juice does add a little bit of that tang that you want, but we're going to measure that by taste as well. Maybe not 1 tablespoon for this particular batch that I've already made. You do you. Play with the flavors. It's really easy to always add and get it to your liking. 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. Hellmann's Real is a great choice. This, whatever this is, Kewpie, whatever. This is something my wife loves, so we always keep it in stock, and I do like it. However, after making one batch with just this, a little bit too much tang on this Japanese mayonnaise, so I kind of split the difference with a little bit of each, and this batch turned out great. Yellow mustard, yeah, we talked about that. And these are kind of optional as well. Smoked paprika, I'll explain later. Little liquid smoke, perfect. So this is going on chicken sauce. Let's get into it, nice and easy. Let's start with the mayonnaise. They are saying 1/2 cup. You know what? I don't know what 1/2 cup looks like, but I know how much this bowl holds. So we're going to go about like that. Again, we can always add more. Let's put a little bit of this in there. Of course, if you're not adding any other your fun flavors, just go with that. That's fine. Or whatever you... Don't use Miracle Whip. Not the same thing. So I'm going to do about a 1-to-3 ratio. About 1 part of this stuff to about 2 parts. 1 to 3. You get it. You kind of see what we're going on. All right, honey. This is the most important part. You can disregard a 1/4 cup of honey. We're just going to add and add and add and add and add and add and add. And you'll probably find out you want to add even more later. Barbecue sauce. They're calling for 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, 1/4 cup of barbecue sauce. So we already know what we put in there. We're just going to measure that, make it look like the right ratio, right? Easy. We can always add more later. Mustard. I'm not going to start with a tablespoon. I'm going to start with 2 tablespoons. 1 tablespoon. 2 tablespoons. We're going to go with about that much. I like a little bit less mustard. Now for this, I'm doing this modification. It's going on some hot wings. I want just a couple drops of smoke in there. And then we'll do a nice coating. Smoked paprika, whatever you want. You don't even have to add that. Doesn't matter. This is the fun part. You can make it taste however you want. Try to get it as close to the Chick-fil-A sauce as possible, the copycat recipe anyway. Or you tweak it till you like it yourself. And you go, hey, I have a Chick-fil-A sauce 2.0. Now you can make this in a blender. Like I'm doing the manual labor right now. Fine, don't mind the rust. It's extra iron in there. A little bit more labor on it this way. Could you put it in a blender? Sure. However, I don't have to do any cleanup except for the stirrer and the spoon, because I can just slap a lid on this, throw this in the fridge. I don't have anything else to clean up. I don't have to clean a blender or whatever. So we're just getting that well mixed. Notice how that one's a little bit darker? That's because I'm a little bit lighter on the barbecue sauce this time around. Let's give it a little taste though. Alright, first impressions. It's actually pretty spot on. I don't know that I'd change much. Comparing it against this one, yep, I'm a double dipper. Double dipper. So that's really the difference. A little bit heavier on the barbecue sauce, a little bit lighter on the barbecue sauce. Both of them taste great. Did we add the lemon juice? I don't think we added the lemon juice. See, we have like a couple, that's not even a tablespoon. That's like a teaspoon and a half, maybe. Oh, I didn't want to use that spoon though to stir that up. That's okay. Look at that. Can't keep nothing clean in here. Oh, look, another one. All right, final test. That's what we're looking for. So, play around with that. If you follow the recipe exactly, you're going to probably find out you don't like it, or it's not quite what you're looking for. So, a couple ingredients you always have. A couple variations of it, doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be the same every time. Now I can throw the lid on this. I'm going to wipe that up. Throw the lid on it, put it in the refrigerator. Probably keep that for a week or a week and a half, and by that time, I'll have a resupply of the real stuff. All right, if you like that, thumbs up. Let me know how you did.